So today I just wanted to talk about confined space and rescue, and particularly bystander rescue. So what we've come across over the years, and it's universal, you can see it anywhere, is that we find that, you know, between 70 and 75%, quite a lot of people die in confined spaces that would be marked down as would-be rescuers. So what is it that happens when everything goes wrong and a rescue needs to take place or an incident takes place? Generally what we find happens is the person or the top person or the person's outside of the confined space. They have this kind of a flight-fight reaction, and their adrenaline flows into their body, and their ability to think cognitively, so use the cognitive part of their brain, fails them, and they start to work on base instinct. And base instinct involves a level of altruism, and altruism should not come into play when you're talking about rescue scenarios. What we want to happen in rescue scenarios is that there's a professional balance of risk versus reward. So a dynamic risk assessment takes place, and it's done fairly quickly, and the dynamic risk assessment takes into consideration the risk. So a confined space full of gases versus the reward. Can this person be removed safely? And if you haven't set up the tripod and the winch and the harnesses, and that person is in that space with no contact point to the outside, that is an issue that you're not going to be able to fix. So to put yourself into that space thinking that you may be able to hold your breath, thinking that you may be able to pick up a 15-stone man, get him onto your shoulders and climb a vertical ladder to get yourself out of a confined space, these things are not going to happen. And people think outside of their competency levels. So what I mean by competency is, are you capable of rescuing someone? Have you been trained to rescue someone? And if you have been trained to use these skill sets, you'll understand the use of BA sets, the use of lines to haul people out. And if you understand about BA sets, you'll understand that you cannot put on a rescue set to go in and rescue someone. That set lasts for 10 minutes under, 5 kilometre per hour breathing rates of 40 litres per minute. If you up yourself to massive cardiovascular strain where you're using a lot of air really quickly, you'll reduce that cylinder content down to maybe 3 minutes, and 3 minutes is not enough time to get someone out of a space. So them rescue sets, them 10-minute rescue sets cannot be used for rescuing people. So what should you do? If an alarm goes, if there's a problem, if you've screwed up to the extent where someone is stuck in the space and they don't have a tripod and any connection to the outside environment, you ring the emergency services, 999, 112, you make them calls, 911 in the States. You guide the emergency services into the place where the incident is. You don't make yourself part of the problem. You don't become a victim. You do not climb into the space. You do not become altruistic. You do not risk yourself to try and rescue someone else. No matter who it is, you will die in the space if you go into a space that you cannot see gases in. You cannot see them, you don't know they're there, and you only find out when you take a mouthful of these gases and you go unconscious, and then it's too late. As I explained in the previous gas videos, you'll die instantly, or you'll die in a few days' time, carbon monoxide poisoning, or you'll die from oxygen depletion. And understand this, the fire brigade and the rescue services are professional entities, and when they get there, they will dynamically risk assess whether it is a rescue or whether it is a body retrieval, and they will make them hard decisions. And a body retrieval means that the process gets slowed down. No one is being put at risk. The risk versus reward does not balance up. So don't put yourself in them positions. Make sure you follow all of the protocols. Make sure you follow the advice and the training that you've been through, and make sure you have gas monitors with you all of the time, and the proper respiratory equipment and the proper access and egress equipment. Okay, stay safe, guys.